LeBron James does it again, and it is a beautiful thing to see. It's outstanding. It's one of my favorite things to watch. I'm going to cry when this guy retires. Let's break this game down because the Cleveland Cavaliers tie the series at 2-2 as they take both games in Cleveland and they make this a series and they fight back on their home court. They do have to find a way to win a game in Boston to take this series, but I think they found a little bit of something here. They found what they needed to do in this series to win the game, and let's just see if they can execute it on the Boston's floor. Before we begin, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. We are doing a giveaway at 1,500 subscribers for a Lids gift card, so you can purchase a hat of your choice, and comment down below with your thoughts and opinions on this game. Now, LeBron James ends the day with 44 points. He did what he needed to. He did have 7 turnovers, but there were plays early on in this game. I mean, Hail Mary passes from Kevin Love, 3 defenders on him. He still catches it and puts it up. I mean, he does what he needs to do effectively. The amount of switches this Cleveland Cavaliers squad did to put Terry Rozier into positions that he's not comfortable with, to have one-on-ones with LeBron James and Terry Rozier. I mean, come on now. How do you stop that? You can't. You can't stop the man. Now, I will say LeBron had a better start than he did have a finish. In the fourth quarter, I was waiting for him to do a little bit of a, takeover, and it wasn't that way. He only had 3 assists on top of that, and we're not used to seeing that. His stat line was 44, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Kyle Korver, he had 14 points, 4 rebounds. He had a couple blocks on Jaylen Brown. His defense, he was diving on the ground for loose balls. The X factor, Kyle Korver. He was coming off screens beautifully. I'm curious to see how the Boston Celtics are going to respond and game plan for that, because I feel like that's a simple thing. The Cleveland Cavaliers went up mad early in this game. They did what they needed to do to create a 19-point lead, and I will give credit where credit is due. The Boston Celtics fought back and crawled back and crawled into this game, but at the end of the day, it was too much to handle as the Cleveland Cavaliers do their thing. Tristan Thompson had 13 and 12. George Hill had 13 points. J.R. Smith hit 3 3-pointers. I'm just shocked that LeBron James's assist numbers were low. In game 3, the first game in Cleveland, he didn't have that many points. He was effective shooting-wise. He had like 27 points, but he was facilitating the ball beautifully, and that opened up his teammates to actually be able to perform and help him. Today, he only had 3 assists, but numbers-wise, across the board for the starting lineup, the Cleveland Cavaliers had some numbers, but he only had 3 assists. At the end of the day, the series is tied 2-2, and it's headed back to the Boston Celtics. I mean, it's great that one of these Western Conference Finals had a good game. I mean, the final score was 111-102. Marcus Smart late in this game complaining that he got hit with a couple elbows from LeBron James. He's sitting there on the ground. Get up. Get up. Jaylen Brown with authority when the game was over. They were down, 13 at the point or 11? And with 5 seconds left, he wants to throw a hammer slam. That's great. Good for you. The Cleveland Cavaliers won the game. The Celtics missed a few dunks. They had opportunities. Jason Tatum had a couple opportunities. Jaylen Brown. At one point, Brad Stevens was pissed off at Jaylen Brown for it was at the end of the quarter, and he decides to go up to take a monster dunk with like 5 seconds left. He misses the dunk, and then the Cavs get an opportunity to score late in that quarter to have the last possession. So, you can see a little bit of flaws in the Celtics. Their defense wasn't great early on in this game, and that's going to cost them later. Like, I think later in the game, the Celtics adjusted a little bit as they went on their push. Their effort was there for sure, no doubt about it. Offensively, Terry Rozier was getting some 3-point opportunities. Offensively, they moved it a little bit better, and the Cavs D struggled a little bit later as well, which helped the Celtics run. But then they clamped down again, and when this Cavs team, when they do what they want to do, they're going to win the game. They're going to win the game. When they lock down defensively, they have a veteran group that knows how to get it done compared to the Celtics' gritty, hardworking squad. They know how to get it done. So I'm curious to see Brad Stevens' adjustments. He's getting the God praise. He's getting the praise that he's the best coach to ever do it right now. Let's see his adjustments. I want to see it. I want to see the adjustments. I want to see what the Cavs do going into Boston. The Celtics have yet to lose on home court, and the Cavs have to do it. They got to find a way. It's a 3-game series at this point. 2 in Boston, 1 in Cleveland. They have to find a way. And if they win Game 5, they have a great chance to do it at home because the Celtics away from their home court. Were they 1-7 now in the playoffs? So, listen, this was a great game. I love what the Celtics have to offer as a squad. I do. They're grit. They're young. They work hard. Al Horford hasn't been there in these last 2 games. He's struggling a little bit. And it seems to me like the Cleveland Cavaliers, their game plan is, hey, let's shut down Al Horford. And it's working. It's 100% working. I'm just curious to see how this plays out. I mean, we had a good game tonight. We had a game that had some passion there late in the game, and there was an opportunity, and it was close late in the game. And that's all I can ask for at this point of the season because we haven't seen it yet. So that's what happened tonight. LeBron did his thing. He had 44 points. He carried the squad, and they get the W to tie the series 2-2. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Don't forget about that giveaway at 1,500 subscribers. And comment down below with your thoughts and opinions moving forward with this series and with this game. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.